guys, welcome back to my channel. You are hanging out with me in my living room today. I'm going to be doing a Q&A. It's been a minute since I've done one here on my channel, and I kind of wanted it to just be more of like a relaxed Q&A. So we're just sitting on my couch in my living room. My dog is currently like right next to me, and I just thought I could answer questions like this. I feel like, why not? I got my pajama pants on. We're just gonna hang out. So I asked you guys a bunch of questions on Instagram and also on Twitter. If you guys aren't following me on there, I'm pretty active on Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram, and I'm pretty active on Twitter. So if you guys ever need to like ask me a question or anything like that, you can always find me on there. So I basically just did one of those poll things on Instagram, and then I asked you guys on Twitter too, like questions that you had for me. So I'm just gonna run through those and we're just gonna hang out and answer some questions. So the first one I have is, what are your goals for 2019? A main goal that I have this year is I just wanna be more healthy. Like, I feel like I don't eat the best. That's another question on here. Are you vegan? I am not vegan. I eat pretty bad. I'm not one who really likes to cook, so I never really am good with like my diet or anything like that. So I'd like to be healthier in 2019. I obviously want to continue to strive to push the limits on my channel, on my Instagram and everything like that. I want to continue to grow, obviously, but as far as like personal goals, I do want to make sure that I'm like eating healthier, working out, things like that. The next question is, what is a product you couldn't live without? And as far as like an actual product, I feel like it would be like my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I think that would be the one product that I would be like really sad if I didn't have in my collection. And also concealer in general, I feel like is just one of those steps that I would never not want in my routine. So I feel like concealer would be probably the thing that I would want. Also, if I had to choose like one makeup product, I feel like I would pick mascara, because I think that really makes a difference in like wakening up your eyes and everything like that. So probably that. The next question is, do I have any pets? I do have pets. My dog, like I said, is laying over here. I do have a cat as well. She's laying in the corner over there. So my dog's name is Nelson and my cat's name is Nala. I really like this question. It says, how has YouTube changed your life? YouTube has changed my life in a sense of, I don't know, I feel like YouTube and Instagram have given me like a purpose in life. I feel like I've never felt so passionate about something in my life. I've never known what that's felt like, to feel just like you have something, like that's your something that you're wanting to do forever. That's how I feel right now with like makeup, and I always want to continue to learn, and I just feel like YouTube has given me a platform to not only express myself and my creativity, but also it's given me a sense of purpose in a way, to just feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is like my dream job that I never knew that I had. So it just definitely has like changed my life for nothing but good things that has came from my YouTube and my Instagram account. Have any piercings? I do have piercings. So I have this one here inside of my ear, the heart you guys always ask me about. I believe it's called a doth piercing. I also have double earring holes, and then I also had my cartilage pierced up here. When I had my recent surgery, I actually had to take it out for the surgery, and it was only about 5 hours in between the time like I took it out and when I went to go put it back in, and it had closed up. So this is something that gets infected quite often. So I feel like my body was just telling me like, no, like you can't put that back in. So those are the only piercings I have currently. I have had my dermals done though, like my hip dermals. I did have those done a few years ago. I got them taken out and I absolutely loved them. Most painful experience of my life getting them in and also removing them. But I feel like they were so cute. They just got infected all the time, and I was just tired of dealing with them being infected. So I did have them removed. I am getting a lot of questions on here asking if I will talk about like how we're doing and everything. If you guys do not know, I did recently share that me and my husband recently went through a miscarriage. I had what is called a blighted ovum. And I share that story, so if you guys want to know more about that, you guys can check out that video. So you guys are just kind of asking like how I'm doing. I had so many messages on here, and you guys have been so incredibly sweet to me this entire time. And I constantly get messages from you guys like daily telling me, you know, you're here for me and sharing your stories, and it just means so much to me and my husband. We are doing okay. I honestly feel like it's something that you kind of have to take day by day. At least that's what it is for me. would say most of the time I'm doing okay, but there are those moments still, like I cried this morning. I pretty much cry every day. But it's not one of those things where I necessarily feel like an overwhelming amount of sadness, like all the time. There are moments where, you know, I'm okay. I just think that certain things, you know, will trigger those emotions, or certain things I hear or I see, it just kind of reminds me of that. I think that that's something that's probably gonna happen forever. I don't know if that will ever go away, but I'm starting to kind of come to peace with everything. I'm trying the best I can to just keep a smile on my face and keep moving forward. And that's really all I can do. I'm just trying my best to, you know that there's a bigger plan, and to just know that there's, you know, more to my story. A lot of you guys want to know why I started my YouTube channel, or what made me start my YouTube channel. So I really didn't have like a set reason or a set goal when I started my channel. I kind of just did it because I had started my Instagram, and I think that was just something that I thought that you had to do. Like, I thought everyone had to have a YouTube channel if you had an Instagram channel, and I didn't really know. With my Instagram, the reason I started that is I kind of just started getting into makeup, and I was posting a lot of pictures on my personal Instagram, and I feel like I was annoying my friends. So I was kind of just like, okay, like maybe I can make my own account. I was seeing all these different beauty accounts on the Explore pages and things, and it kind of just came to me, and then it turned into something really fun. Like, I was doing looks just for my Instagram, and then it kind of just like blew up from there and turned into my career now. And now I have a YouTube channel, and I absolutely love YouTube. I always knew I wanted to do YouTube. I think YouTube is just more of a scarier place to like put yourself out there. You're talking, you're sharing your emotions, things like that. Where Instagram, I feel like you can kind of show like what you want to show, which is the same with YouTube, but I also feel like YouTube has more of a sense of vulnerability with it. So definitely once I started it, I love it, but it was kind of a push to get me to start. But the reason I started it was just because honestly, I felt like that was something you did, which now I know, like, not everyone has a YouTube channel, Molly. So Emily wants to know what my favorite song is right now, and probably Ariana Grande, anything Ariana Grande. I've been playing her Pandora Station like nonstop on my phone, so probably Ariana Grande. I really like her new song, the Imagine song. I think it's so pretty. Her voice is just so gorgeous. So she's been my favorite to listen to. What is your favorite color? So I always choose like different colors. But I guess today we'll choose blue. I don't have like a set color. People always ask me that, and I think I rotate between like pink, purple, and blue. You always have content. I always run out of ideas. So I honestly just push myself. Like, there are a lot of days where I don't necessarily feel like filming, or I don't really have anything like creative to put out there. But I feel like for me personally, I just like feel like I have to do it, because once I set a schedule for myself, like, I stick with that. So for me, I just like figure out something to film and I do it. A lot of times I have a list. I do have a list of like video ideas, and I'll just kind of go through and figure out like, okay, you're gonna film this day, this that day. And sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes it's like spur of the moment, like I'm gonna film this or this. But kind of just sticking yourself to a schedule, I think has helped me so much. You know, I post 5 days a week here on YouTube, and then I post 7 days a week on my Instagram. So I think just having like a set schedule and also a set time that you're posting, I think really helps to kind of push you to put out that content. Someone said, do you miss having your long hair? What made you cut it? So I actually didn't cut it. I had extensions put in, and today I'm really missing my long hair because I did like this wavy thing, which when I did it with my long hair, I loved the way it looked. And with the short hair, I'm kind of like, like I don't love it. So I am missing my long hair. I did get some clip-in extensions, so I might try those out here soon. But yeah, I'm definitely missing my long hair, but it's also nice to have the extensions out. Although I loved having them in, it's just nice to like feel your actual hair and to not have the extensions like in your head. So a lot of you guys want to know like how my husband is doing. A lot of you guys are asking about him, if I'm married, what the situation is. So I am married. I have been married for a little over 2 years. We've been together for about 8 years. Almost 9, and I think he's doing okay. He's a person that doesn't like to necessarily express his feelings per se, which is kind of the opposite from me. If you guys know me like in real life, I am very like, I tell you how I feel and I don't hold anything in. And my husband knows that. Like, he knows my every emotion at all times. Like, I'm just that kind of person that throws it all out there. I've never been the type to like hold in how I'm feeling. I definitely make it known. I may kind of push my feelings back sometimes, but I've always expressed them. He's kind of the opposite. He holds everything kind of inside, and he will talk about things, but he's a little bit more reserved with like expressing his feelings as much, but he's doing okay. It's definitely been hard for him as well. I think seeing me so sad too has been really hard on him, just like trying to comfort me and also, you know, having his emotions he's feeling. I think it's just been tough on him, but he's doing okay. He's doing okay. Same thing as I am, kind of just trying, you know, our best to, you know, make the steps towards moving forward and trying to just kind of come to peace with everything that's happened. Someone said, what is my favorite new brand of 2018? I think that's a great question. So my favorite brand I think that I've tried this year that is like newer, I think, is Dominique Cosmetics. I tried her latte palette and that was like a breakout palette for me of the year. It's probably gonna go in my favorites this year. So I definitely think she has been a brand that I really enjoyed. I also have her lemonade palette and I did like that one. I wasn't in love with it as much. Just because of like the color selection though. The formula of her shadows are so good. So someone asked, what is the hardest part about being on YouTube? And honestly, I would say the hardest part for me with YouTube is to just come up with ideas. I feel like I know what kind of channel I want to have and I know what kind of content I want to create, but I struggle with coming up with like creative ideas or different videos, or I just struggle with trying to be different, I guess, or to just give myself like new videos that have never been put out there. That's something I struggle with, and I wish I had the mindset to come up with like new video ideas or new tags and things, but I just don't. That's something I feel like I have to learn to do over time. So that's the thing that I probably struggle with YouTube the most. I also got a lot of questions on here. How do I deal with hate on YouTube or on Instagram? And you guys, the best way and the best advice that I can give you to deal with hate on any social media platform or really in real life is to just kind of just ignore it. And I know it seems so hard, but that's what's worked best for me. I can remember when I first started getting hate and I felt like, oh my God, like I need to defend myself. I need to go on here and be nasty back. Like, never that I was really nasty, but I always kind of just was like sarcastic back to people. But I learned that over time, like they're just gonna keep going and you're only feeding the fire. So anytime you even bring light to the negative comments within like, you know, posting about it or saying something about it or even talking about it, you're just letting that negativity affect you. So for me, the best advice that I can give is to just ignore it. If it helps you to delete it, then delete it. Get it out of your system. You don't need to constantly have that negativity in your life. So if you aren't someone who can leave it up, then just delete it. It's not the end of the world. Like, so what? For me, I personally normally leave the comments up just because I feel like if they're coming on there to hate, then that only means that you're reaching a broader audience than you normally do, because it's not normally your subscribers or your followers. It could be, but they're not normally the ones who are being nasty to you. So if you have someone on your page who's being nasty, that just means that you're reaching a broader audience and that you're, you know, getting more of an audience than your normal demographic or your normal audience. So I think it's always a good thing when the hate comes, as much as annoying as it is, just let it come and just ignore it. Someone said, what would your occupation be if you weren't doing makeup? So I don't know what my actual like occupation would be. I did waitress for a long time. I waitressed for like 7 years before I started doing this. And I don't know if I would still be doing that. I probably would, just because I feel like it was, you know, easy money, and I also enjoy being around people and talking to people, so that kind of worked out for me. Obviously, you wouldn't want to waitress forever. More power to the people that can, but it's a very daunting job. It's also very tiring. I always wanted to do something in fashion, but I feel like this is like kind of like what I was meant to do. So if I wasn't doing like YouTube and Instagram per se, I think that I would still be doing something with makeup, maybe working, you know, as a manager at like Ulta or Sephora or something. But I always think that I would always want to do something with makeup. Now that I've found that, I can't see myself not doing something in that field. Do you have a favorite long-lasting red lipstick? I love red lipstick, but I feel like it never lasts as long as I would like. I really enjoy the Ofra liquid lipsticks. They have some of the best like long-lasting formulas, and they have quite a few different reds in their collection. So I would definitely suggest checking out like a liquid lipstick. Definitely from Ofra. Also, Persona has a really good red lipstick that lasts forever. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's so good. Their formula is really, really good. Someone said, what videos can we expect more from you? So I am wanting to definitely in 2019 open up to you guys more. I want to show you more inside my life. I want to have more like chatty videos. So definitely expect to see more, you know, more inside my life in 2019, and also expect to see more like tutorials and obviously reviews and things like that, but definitely start to feel like you guys know me a little bit more. Claire asked how I would describe my style. What is my favorite brand of clothes? So my style, I would say, is I like cozy glam. I feel like that would be best way to describe myself. Would be like, I love cozy, I love being cozy, but I also love being very glamorous. I like wearing like jackets and boots and heels and things like that. I enjoy dressing up, but when I'm home, I'm literally wearing like I said, I have pajamas on and like a comfy tee. Like that's what I like to live in. So I definitely like to wear more glam style, but I think at home, I just like to be more cozy, and even when I'm out, I just like thick things, jackets. I like being warm as well because I do live in Michigan and I feel like it gets pretty cold here a lot. You guys have a lot of questions like how do you make money on social media? How do you make money on YouTube and things like that? So YouTube pays you for the ads that run on your videos. So anytime there's like an ad before my video or after my video, I do get paid for that. I get more money like if you guys click the ad per se. That's really the only way I make money from YouTube, unless if I am doing like a sponsored video, which I don't do all too often on YouTube. So that's the way that I make money. Also, you can make money through your like affiliate codes or affiliate links. So a lot of times, like if I link things in my description box, if you guys buy something that I linked, I can make a percentage off of that. So that's really the way I make money off YouTube. Instagram is kind of the same. If you do like a sponsored post on Instagram, that's how you can make a profit on YouTube. I will say that this is like the first year where I've had really any consistent check on YouTube. When I first started, I would say for like the first year and a half, I wasn't making anything, and I was totally fine with that. I still make very, very, very little, you guys, but every little bit helps for something that I love to do and I'm doing anyways. Like I would do it even if I wasn't getting paid. I did it for a long time, and it's not like I said, like it's not like it's a lot. But every little bit helps, and I always put it back into my channel. Like, so if you guys do use my affiliate links, or, you know, you use something using my code, that's money that's going back into my channel. I'm always, you know, buying things to review and things like that, and trying my best to have the best equipment and everything. Favorite Christmas movie? That's a hard one. What is my favorite Christmas movie? Probably The Polar Express. I love The Polar Express. I think it is so cute. I watch it every single year. It's one of my favorites. I haven't watched it this year yet though, so I need to watch it. Definitely need to watch it. What is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? I don't know if I have a favorite look I've ever done. I'm trying to think if I have like a set look. Nothing like comes off like to the top of my head, but I feel like the looks that I'm most proud of are the looks where I didn't really try, which is so weird. I feel like when I sit down and I try really hard to like create a certain look, or I follow a tutorial, like it never works out how I think in my head. The days when I'm just sitting there like playing for the fun of it, those are the looks that I love the most. When I'm just sitting down and not having any plan of what I want to do, those are the looks that I most enjoy. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna end this Q&A. I don't want it to be too long, and I feel like I answered like quite a bit of questions. So if you guys have any other questions for me, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for hanging out with me. I feel like this is kind of fun to just film on my couch. It's very like laid back, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you guys go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, friends.